guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video for you regarding um, clothing and fashion and beauty tips to get through the fall and winter. So where I'm at in Canada, we are in fall and headed into the winter, unfortunately. I'm not a fan, as I've said on a couple of my other videos, but needless to say, I can't really stop it. So I thought I would show you what I do to get through it. Um, First of all, I think we kind of tend to get into a rut, I think, in terms of fashion. So what I've noticed that people tend to do is wear a lot of black or white in the winter and fall. I think leaning towards black more so. But what I like to do, and don't get me wrong, I do wear a lot of black and white. I'm wearing it today, so I'm guilty of this as well. But kind of a nice alternative to that is what I like to do is wear more jewel tones, kind of like royal blues or navy blues. I actually was trying to find my navy top today and couldn't to show you just as an example. But yeah, jewel tones, navy, that kind of thing. I know if you follow me on my social media, I have a lot of jewel tone type scarves, which is actually my next tip to bring kind of color or more color to the face. I tend to wear scarves a lot. Um, I think they're just a nice accessory. It's comfortable, it's warm, I'm big on being comfortable, so I do tend to wear these a lot in the fall and the winter, and again, sticking to the more jewel tones. I have a kind of fuchsia one that I've worn quite a bit in my photos. This one is sort of a two-tone purple that my mom bought me. So yeah, sticking to those sort of colors kind of tends to bring out the warmth in your skin, I feel like. And then my other tip for fashion is a wraparound sweater. So this is sort of a wrap sweater that I bought, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's basically got no buttons or anything on the front, and it just kind of wraps around you. So it's super comfortable, and I like to wear it, especially on chilly days, rainy days, that kind of thing. It's just kind of that warm hug, if you will. And it's just comfortable again, like I mentioned. I'm big on comfort. So something like this would be good as well in terms of fashion. And again, with these, I do tend to stick to more neutral colors. Like this one is gray. I have a lot of gray. I have some black and I have some beige as well. So I tend to stick to neutral colors because they go with everything. So if I wanted to wear this with a, jewel tone top, that kind of thing, I can definitely do that. And could do that with any of the shades of sweaters that I have. So kind of a good idea if you wanted to try that out. And then this I bought about 3 weeks ago and I've been living in is my faux fur vest. And yes, it is faux. I don't wear real because I can't afford it as well. But I just don't like the idea of wearing real fur. Um, so I think it's just a nice alternative if you didn't want to wear a jacket or you didn't want to wear something kind of heavy, but you still wanted to be warm. So these I find while they kind of maybe look heavy, they're not, and I also find that I do stay warm when it's chilly out as well. And it's also a nice layering piece too. You don't necessarily have to wear it as an outerwear piece, but you can get ones like this one has closures on the front, but you can get ones that are maybe a little bit more lighter weight and that don't have closures on the front. So you can wear it more as a style piece as opposed to an outerwear piece, like a jacket or something like that. So they can go either way, and again, I go with black for those. I tend to kind of stick to neutral colors again because it goes with everything, and it's just kind of a cozy thing to have around, and it's comfortable. Casual, can be dressy, you can basically get away with anything with that. And then another thing for fashion is jewelry. So I've gotten into quite a collection actually of bracelets. I wear a lot of these bigger style bracelets or a lot of cuffs as well. I might show my cuffs and my jewelry actually in a separate video to show you guys what I got. But I like the idea of these because it just kind of jazzes up a, outfit that would otherwise be kind of blah and boring. And again, you can go with any kind of colors for these. So yeah, I really like them. And you don't have to mortgage your house to buy jewelry. These, all the jewelry that I have for the most part is fake. It's not, real diamonds or anything like that. I do have pieces that are real diamonds and real stones, but for the most part, I have, my bracelets and things are fake, so I tend to get a lot of mileage out of those. And price-wise, you can't really beat it. I mean, I can get bracelets. I think that bracelet that I just showed was like $8, and so you can't really beat the price point. So in terms of makeup, I have this shade of lipstick. So this is from MAC, obviously, and it's called Shy Shine. This is a lipstick that I wear quite a bit. It's kind of funny because I have like 6 different shades of lipstick in my handbag right now, and I always, for some reason, grab this without even looking. So it's getting a lot of mileage out of it, but I just like wearing a nice, neutral sort of pink because it isn't so overpowering. It's not so like look at me, but it still tends to give you a kind of flush to the lip. It still tends to give you some sort of color to the lip. And the thing about being in fall and winter is that we tend to lose our color, like I may have mentioned in the beginning. So wearing colors like this that kind of just give you a flush of color is nice. And also what I've started doing for the eyes is you can't really tell today, unfortunately, my lighting sucks. But I've started to tend to wear a more kind of pop of color on the eye as opposed to wearing more neutrals or champagne type of colors to kind of brighten, which they do, but they're kind of boring. So I wanted to sort of change it up a bit. And so what I do is what I've got on today is sort of a neutral shade, and it's kind of a peachy shade in the outer half of my lid. And I may do a tutorial on this look as well so you guys can actually see it and see what it looks like. I think it looks really pretty and it's just kind of pulled together and it makes you sort of look more awake and alive. And again kind of brings warmth because of the peachy color. Brings warmth to the skin and just kind of like I said makes you look more awake, which is always a nice thing in the winter. And then my last thing for the makeup is bronzer. Bronzer is definitely your friend in this time of year. I have this bronzer from Dior, and the thing about bronzer for me is it cannot have shimmer in it. I cannot stand ones that have shimmer in them because I think it makes you look like a disco ball. And frankly, who wants to look like a disco ball? Not me. This is a very matte shade, and it just again brings out warmth to the skin. I have it on today, and it kind of makes you look a little bit more dimensional as opposed to just flat. Like I said, we tend to lose our color in the winter, so it just brings back that kind of flush of color to the skin and the warmth as well. Warmth is a really, really important thing to have at this time of year because without it, we look, kind of like The Walking Dead. Not a good look. And again, another important thing too is blush. I tend to not wear, overall, I tend to not wear, you know, fuchsia type colors, that sort of thing when it comes to the blush. But a nice pop of color that is still sort of a bit subtle is a nice idea because, again, it's just that flash of color that tends to make you look more alive, look more awake, and brings color to your face. So I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope that you found some tips and tricks that you might try. Please do message me or write a message below to let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried anything. If you have any questions or anything, let me know in the description box or the down bar below. And have a great weekend. I hope to see you on the next video. Bye guys.